My name is Leonard Majalia Mjomba, but here I was mostly known by Mjomba. I come from Kenya. I came in 1998 to do a one-year degree, Masters in International Affairs. But as it is, Athens is so attractive. From there, then I got a scholarship for PhD. So I left in 2005 after getting my PhD in communication. From here, I went to Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. I had the optional training. I did a 1 year. I was teaching at Bloomsburg University, as I've said. Then after that ended, I went back to Kenya. And from Kenya, I did a couple of things. Right now, I'm teaching at Taita Taveta University College. I was in Nairobi, the capital, where they have most of the universities. But as it expanded, universities went to the rural. And I said, let me go to my home village. And then I also do the teaching there and with my people. And I also started a school. So that's why I went back home there. Not everybody can come to the U.S., so sometimes you gotta bring U.S. to the home there, and kind of be a role model. So that's what, yeah. A long story, but I'm gonna make it a short story.
Okay. Do we get to use the visuals here with this one too?
No, not
Okay.
yet.
I'll
Yeah.
wait.
Okay.
I'll be patient.
All right, 1997. Okay, 1992. The story started in 1992. I didn't even know this lady, but she came from Ohio University. She went to do research in Kenya, and she did research with my mom. My mom was one of those who had Kenya. There's Maendeleo Yanawake organization. This lady, who was actually a researcher, went and did research with her. She came to OU as a professor. Actually, she didn't come from OU that time, but she came back to OU as a professor, 1996, so that time. So she sent interns to work with my mom from OU as a professor in African studies. So when they came there, we were friends with those interns. But I was already married. I was really not looking about doing any further education, especially outside the country. But they were very convincing. We made friends. We went out, and they said, we're going to take application right to Ohio University. We'll even pay the application fees. You got to come. Then the story, the rest is history, as you see.
Okay.
Yeah.
You came with your
I came first alone 1 year, 1998. 99, my wife came. And then we couldn't bring the kids. So my wife stayed up to 2001. Then she had to go, because I was coming only for 1 year. But as things went by, we had to do a lot of juggling, and we thought, well, we can't leave the kids alone. You go back, and she sacrificed for me to finish my PhD. Communication. But my master's was in African Studies, International Affairs, MA International Affairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although I came first for the master's in International Affairs,
Right.
but when I was here, then I decided, okay, I was a teacher. I thought, why do a PhD in education? But the way you say, I was told the School of Communication, at that time it was INCO, was very powerful. And I said, communication, education, those things go together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's why.
I agree. Okay.
Okay, three things. That's why I split it into, because it's a long story. So I'm going to actually kind of talk about it in three kind of areas. The first one, as you say, as a scholar, as the training. First, of course, when you come in, there's a lot of differences in terms of the learning, the classes, the way they were done, and all that, the interdisciplinary aspect. In Kenya, if you are in education, you're just in education. But one of the things that really opened my mind is I came into international affairs. You can take classes in education. I took classes in dance. I took classes in political science. That really opened me up, and I said, actually, education is interrelated. So that was very good for me. Of course, it was challenging because you come into a new area. First of all, the living, the culture, the food, and then even the learning, and even the aspect of how you are taught. Here it was actually the lecturers were quite flexible and kind of, they were facilitating. Back home, it was he knew everything, she knew everything. You don't actually argue with the lecturer. So that kind of opened me up, and I said, actually, teaching and learning is actually a part of facilitate the environment and let them do the learning. You actually create the environment, and that helped me. And when I got my TA, teaching assistant, came in as usual, and I went to the odd jobs. But one thing I learned about also the teaching when I was in the global learning community, which is the Global Leadership Center. Some of the things that I actually got to learn is the aspect of you get there, you learn a lot from the students if you open up. The whole world was there. We were internationalizing the global learning community that time. It was a new certificate program, and that told me the whole world actually is here in the States, and you can learn. Sometimes study abroad can actually be brought here. And we did a couple of things which I really want to share. I'm looking now and I'm really proud that Global Learning Community has gone to Global Leadership Center. But that time we had making the global connections in 2000. And I look at that, that was what it was. I was supposed to internationalize the program, so I had all this. And we had speakers come from all over. I mean, that's why I discovered the university OU is such a big resource. I mean, I didn't move to all those countries, but I know I met people from India. They came, gave speeches from Bangladesh. It was like I went to all those countries. So GLC was a very important, I mean, it was a kind of taking me all over the world. And that was a very good experience in terms of the training and even the interdisciplinary aspect. The second aspect was the leadership. I got to be the president of the International Students Union. And that also was something because it got me to actually interact. My scholarship for PhD, I don't think it would have come if I would not have been a figure, you know. It's human. You got to be known, you got to know. I was meeting the deans, I was meeting the president that time, and it was a good thing. And I got to be the president that time, which is 1999, 2000.
Okay, just hold that up for the camera so you can say.
Oh, okay.
I was a student, so this is part of your handiwork here.
Yeah.
I think it's 1999.
This is 1999, 2000.
There you are, point to yourself.
This is the president. That was when I was there. And I look back and I say sometimes I made a comment and you look back 15 years ago, it's, I had said, any pressure, I smile at because I know it's building me up. I look at it and say, oh, was it me? But very interesting. But this opened a lot of avenues because with this, I got to really know my potential and unleash my potential. And it helped me. I was honored. I became a member of the Phi Beta Delta International Honor Society, which was, we had a chapter here, Beta Iota, and I was made one because of my leadership qualities. But more importantly, Alan Boyd, Gifford Doxey, they actually nominated me, and I was actually the national chapter of the whole US, 2002, and I had to go to Lafayette, and I was given this and $500 as the international student of 2002. And next week, I'm going actually to the Phi Beta Delta Conference, the 29th. This was the 16th at Lafayette. So the leadership aspect and the aspect that, you know, you apply your all, you get to know your potential, made me actually come out from the rest, got me to get this, which now I'm still connected with the Phi Beta Delta. And I say, oh, you gave me that opportunity. So the leadership was the second aspect, and which we did a lot of street fairs. I remember we did some great t-shirts. This was 2002. We had the theme 2001 World, and it was International Students Union, that time as the president, and at the back it was the staff. And sometimes, so I want to say, students, when you come, don't actually think of yourself as incapable. You only push yourself, you'll know your potential by how much you push yourself. The engine is like a Ferrari. Somebody actually, your engine is big. Somebody is driving a bicycle, he passes you because you're not pressing the gas pedal. That's all you need to do. Because the Ferrari can go up to maybe 300 miles per hour. Then a Mercedes-Benz actually, it's because you're not pressing the gas pedal, so you press the gas pedal. And we tried that time. We actually did a lot of things, student activities. And then we also had another t-shirt, and we were given this International Street Fair 2000 awarded most outstanding program. So I'm proud of that in the terms of the leadership. I led the group very well. I was a volunteer. Here we had Children Unite the World, International Street Fair 2001. That is after 2000. Then we got this, and I became a volunteer because after that you need to hand over the baton to all those who are doing. But along there again, I also did a lot of community work. We did the Kids on Campus, Nelsonville, York. Yeah, I got a job there, and I said, I go to the community, help the kids, and we did that. I still have that t-shirt. And then the third thing now, that comes from that, because we have outreach. When you come to a place, it's good also, you actually share with the people around. There was what is called Ohio Valley International Council, a program that takes international students out to the schools, to the community, to talk about they bring the world. The aspect I'm talking about, how OU worked very good and is still doing a very good job bringing the world here. We used to say the world at your doorstep. Just open the door and you'll get it. Yeah, it's right here in OU. So there was that program, and I said, okay, this program is there. First, I started giving lectures about Kenya and what it does. But I said, I think we talk more through music and dance, and the African people like to dance. So I started a drumming group, which is called Ngoma, drumming across cultures, and we did these T-shirts. And the group tomorrow, hopefully, will reunite and do the parade tomorrow. Ngoma means drum.
Oh, okay.
And you know, drum in Africa, anytime the drum sounds, it's saying something. The drum is everything. It's actually like, what do you say? Like, not a siren, but you know, it means there's an alarm, there's something. You're going to hear it. So, Ngoma, we say the Ngoma drum, it's like we're talking, hey, we try to promote culture, we try to promote, you know, understanding across cultures. And that too got me to connect a lot with the community. I came out to the messenger. They're saying Kenya strikes chords with the kids. Because as you go out there, you meet people and you wonder, oh, so really I can connect with the kids. I connected with the kids. I started meeting people. We had a drumming circle. They put me in this, this was, I think, Athens Messenger, part of it, Insider. We used to do a drumming session because people in the university might not know what drumming is all about. We said, let's not put it all in the halls. Let's put it out in the streets. We had this, the Athens side at that time. We were drumming outside Casa Nueva. We had this, just so that anybody come, get to feel it. That's what a university is all about. We're bringing the world to your door. We had here, we drum with Jane Palmer from here. Then the street fair. We did a couple of street fairs there. So the outreach was, well, you come in, give something, you know, share your culture. Just don't talk about it. I wasn't the best drummer. I didn't produce a hit song, but I was a hit myself. So because you sell yourself first before you sell anything. And I would say all this has really shaped who I am, the three aspects, you know, the curriculum, the academics, in terms of you can learn so many things in different ways. The leadership, I'm now back home there. I know everybody's a leader. The leader in you got to bring it out. I didn't know I could do this in a foreign country. I could be a student leader, and all this comes out. And that's why I started a school. I don't think I would have had those guts to do that because it's tough to start stuff. Many people are afraid. They want to conform. They want to be the norm. Decided to be abnormal. But this was a good experience here.
Being running.
Totally. I just discovered I didn't know what I have. I'm a Ferrari, but I think I'm a bicycle. So that's why I'm talking about the Ohio story, and the Ohio University gave me such an immense opportunity to know myself, which is what really college education should do. And I'll ask everybody, when you come to college, there are those who they have the triangle. I used to call it the triangle: the dining hall, the residence hall, the lecture hall. You need to go. There's college academics, there's college education. Go out. I mean, it wasn't easy, of course, when you start drumming with people and they say, this guy must be crazy, because when you're doing this. But, you know, it's not normal people who change the world. It's those who are abnormal. So for me, it's a great experience. I'm glad to be back. I'm going to be here for 2 months to reconnect because this is home away from home. But I'm saying Ohio University, I want even my kids to actually get the education here because it's made me who I am. And I know what education is all about. It's just the parade. I came out from the Ohio Today in 2005.
Okay.
That's the parade.
That's the parade right
that's
there.
2005, which
that's you?
Yeah, that's me, which I'm going to lead tomorrow. They have asked me to lead.
I'm excited. And now it starts at 11?
It starts at 11.
Okay.
And they got me here as well. I look like a... But I also went and at Belpre, they did me this book, the kids there that time, and they did fantastic stories. I keep reading them and I said, how lovely. Such memories, you know.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, I'll come.
Flooded with them, maybe.
It is because I'm looking back, I can't believe I'm here. I was actually pinching myself because I'm 2 days old now, but I'm still, can it really happen?
Oh,
but I go back and I say, really, I don't even know sometimes how I did it because, you know, I look back and...
We just do it. We just go.
Right.
We don't really, then when you look back and say, boy, I did a lot.
Yeah.
How did I do all that?
Where did I get the energy?
You just got up every day. You kept going.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the way to go.
I know. Thank you very much.